Didn't mean to get that close.
Well, howdy, and welcome back to RC Restomod for the last time in 2024. I was going to do a year-end retrospective kind of thing, and then it dawned on me I haven't been going for a whole year. I've just been going since July 19th, which is a little over 5 months. I looked through the video list at what all had happened, and quite a bit has happened in that 5 months. Started out by showing you 3 slashes I had bought at, bought off Facebook Marketplace from a guy. The first one is living in a tote over here. That's the nitro one, and it's waiting its turn to get some love. I have little love for nitro cars, so I'm going to have to let it build up a little bit before we start working on that nitro slash. This is car number 2. We built it into our bed to the bone backyard basher with VXL motor and stainless steel drive shafts and all sorts of good stuff. I need to do some tuning on the suspension because when it turns, it likes to lift this wheel up off the ground and then flip over. So we'll have to do a little tuning on it here, there, and yonder, but it's a lot of fun to drive. I've really enjoyed it, kind of proud of it. And since this was the first major rebuild on the channel, I'll probably end up keeping this one for a long time. Car number 3. Car number 3. It still needs the final touches. It needs paint and stickers and a little trimming on the wheel wells, and then I believe it's going to be good to go. Our weather's going to roll back around to being able to have our racing at the track again, and it'll be ready to go soon. It's just kind of been on the back burner behind some other things. This is the 4th vehicle we're looking at today, but this is the 3rd one that's gotten a full rebuild during the last 5 months. If you'll remember correctly, it had ugly stickers, and it's got cool stickers on now. It had a brushed motor. It had a bladder that wasn't, the hole wasn't completed, so it literally could not work. And it had a different ESC, and it had a different receiver and a different servo. So all that's been changed out. I also have different batteries for it. I'm looking forward to a day when we can go boating again, because I really think it's going to be really good with the new battery and all the new electronics. Car number 5, and this was also a full rebuild. This one got torn down to a naked frame and put all back together. It has, well, let's open it up here. It had the battery tray modified so it could only hold a shorty battery, so we'd have room for the receiver here. It's got a brushless motor and ESC combo that I picked up from John Sewell that came out of a SR10. The shocks have been rebuilt. The suspension's been rebuilt. It's been completely gone through and redone. Still not a huge fan of the Supra body, but it's kind of cool. It is kind of cool, and it has it's been on several videos, and several of those videos are done quite well. So evidently, you people out there in TV land like the Supra, and we'll be doing we'll be doing more on-road stuff in the upcoming year. Then the last of the full rebuilds was kind of an accident. And that was this one. When we replaced the board in it, I ended up stripping it to just about a naked chassis. I didn't take the rear suspension apart, but I took every other part off of it, put it back together. It all works again. Oh, look. Suspension. What little minis he has. And it does steer and run, so we were able to fix that. Upcoming in the next, probably my very next episode, it's going to be going from the smallest car we've worked on here to the biggest. Little spoiler alert for you there. Some other stuff we've worked on. All three of my oval cars have gone under the knife to have suspension systems tuned on and adjusted to try to get them handling. And my Bud Boss still does not turn. I'm going to have to do more of that. I may not bore you with an episode on it, but more is going to happen. We've gone crawling. I've taken both the black Tacoma, which nothing's really happened to it. All I've done to it is throw a battery in it and run it in the last 5 months. The red TRX4 Power Wagon crawler has gone through some changes. All right, yes, this one has gone through some changes. If you'll remember, we put on this front bumper to replace the cut down factory one that kind of looked like it just looked terrible. And then we put a whole bunch of brass on the axles that really got the center of gravity down, got some more traction on it. It handles great, but there was something I did notice in the videos in that the body looked awfully plain and didn't look like anything near as special as the truck should be. So I got out the Cricut, and now I think it looks a little more appropriate. Had a lot of fun creating that logo and cutting it out. I think it makes the truck look a lot less plain. Upcoming plans for this truck: getting rid of this huge ugly rear bumper so that maybe it can climb, because when you start up an incline, it does good until the back bumper hits, unloads the back tires. So I think it'll climb higher stuff with the back bumper that doesn't stick out so far and just look better. And then the plain red bed has got to go. Thinking of either just painting it black or getting 1 can of undercoating or spraying bed liner or roll-in, or I don't know, something. If you got any cool ideas on what I could do in the floor of the bed, let me know. Something to just take some of the plain look from it when it's out on the trail. Anyway, we've got that coming up. I've also done a couple of comparison videos. If you remember, we did the Salvis Mud Boss versus the new Traxxas Mud Boss. And then I did the 3-way shootout of mini crawlers. As far as just upgrading things, well, we've upgraded the red crawler. We did some upgrades on the TRX4M to give it the headlights and tail light, the better lighting system. Also did some filming at some events. We did some off-road racing, some oval track racing, I got some footage from a fly-in for the RC airplane club here in town, and a couple of times we just went out and showed an event where me and my buddies just got together and street bashed our on-road cars. That was actually my best performing video ever, so you're probably going to see that happen again. Did some just straight, this is how they work cars. We had one on the electronics that go in a electric RC car. We had one that showed the basic tools that you'll need to work on an RC car. And then I did one, and I wish everybody go back. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it, but it's one on how to race. And it's just interviews with a bunch of guys on what's important if you're going to take the step from basher to racer, which if that's an option that's available to you, please try it. I think you'll enjoy it. The camaraderie with the guys is great. It's a whole different challenge. You can be the world's best basher and you get on the track and you'll feel silly, but you can still do tricks with your truck bashing that your friends can't do. So it's a good way to get to know people and to develop new skills with driving your RC cars. Did a couple of videos where I just let y'all kind of show y'all how deep into the hobby I've gotten. Kind of just showed off my collection of RTRs and a few special ones. Okay, that's a pretty solid rundown of what's happened in the first 5 months of RC Restomod. The statistics. We started on July 19th, so 5.5 months in. This will be video number 46, and then there's 6 shorts. I'll probably put out a lot more shorts. Just kind of gets the channel seen by a lot of people that wouldn't see it otherwise. So now that's the end of 2024. What can we expect in 2025? Well, right off the bat, we've got a big car that's going to be completed very soon. I've had some things go sideways which have delayed it quite a bit, but it's coming up very quick. We're going to finish the oval track racer based off one of my slashes, and then there will probably be repairs and tuning on the oval track cars. If you're not into oval track, I'm sorry. There's going to be a lot of content on it because that's my jam, and it takes up a lot of my RC time to get those things up and running. We'll probably do some rebuilds on things we've never even thought about. Maybe buy some RTRs and have fun with those. Probably be some events, but mainly we're going to concentrate on just when we're out and about doing running footage. It's probably going to be crawling, street bashing, maybe some dirt bashing, maybe a skate park visit. Just me and my buds hanging out. I really want to do more of that with the RC community. Oh, mini Z's are going to get big. There's probably going to be quite a bit of content based on those, because I think we're going to be making some moves to make mini Z racing a pretty common thing for us. That's a retrospective from 2024 and what to expect from 2025, and I hope you'll hang with me. Hope you'll like and subscribe and come back, and we'll try to turn out the best channel we can, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, y'all have a great day and a happy new year. And if you go out celebrating on amateur night, be careful. The cops like to run around, and we'd like for you to make it home in one piece so that you can watch more of my videos. Y'all have a great day.